What would it be like to trust ourselves with our own lives? If we can even ask that question, we have stumbled upon a possibility that could change absolutely everything. Because everything we do to sabotage ourselves is based on the lack of trust we have in ourselves to be with our own lives. You know, every parent wants so much for their children to succeed, to have a good life. And so our parents grip on to how they think it should be done, and they try to give that to us, to make us take it in, because they want so much for us to be happy. But in the process of receiving what they give us, we don't trust ourselves with our lives anymore. We don't trust that we have everything we need to learn what we need to learn, to do what we need to do, to let our hearts break open when our hearts need to break open so they can get bigger. What would it be like to trust ourselves with our own lives? In the moment we conceive of that possibility, we can feel all the places inside us that have been waiting for that question for decades, maybe longer. Waiting for the moment when we can drop the strategies that have run us and driven us our whole lives, that have kept us boxed in, being who we think we have to be. Those parts of us, their yearning, their longing becomes palpable because they can imagine what it would be like. So right now, as I stand here looking at this beautiful place, everything around me trusts itself with its own life. The gnats that are flying around in my face, the leaves, the boulder trusts itself to be a boulder. The earth trusts itself to be the earth. The only being in all creation, it seems, in this moment that I can see that doesn't trust itself with its own life is me. But when I see that, and I feel how much it hurts not to trust myself, and I imagine the possibility that I could, and I listen deep inside, I can hear parts of me that are saying, I'm ready. I'm ready. I want to be trusted with my life. I want to see what I can do. I want to step outside the comfort zone and maybe reach just a little bit beyond my fear and see what's possible out there. And in that moment, heaven breaks into the tiny space of who we think we are and how we have to be. And we begin to trust our minds. We don't have to figure things out to get insight. We don't have to analyze and bear down on the world to squeeze meaning out of it. But we let the mind be light and open and let insight just come in, whether it's through dreams, other people, just looking at something and feeling suddenly, ah, yes, that's it. That's how I need to be. We learn to trust in our guts and everything that lives down in the gut that we've made wrong and we've pushed down into the darkness and cries out in our dreams at night. We learn to listen to those crying voices and to trust ourselves with our anger and our sadness and our guilt and our shame. We begin to trust our hearts again, that our hearts have this incredible capacity to take care of themselves, that when a heart breaks, it always breaks open. It always breaks to let more of the world in. And we learn how to trust that when we let go, we are still okay. We have what we need. We don't have to maintain a death grip on how we think it has to be. And with every exhale, we just let go. With every inhale, we just let the world in, and we trust ourselves to be with all of that. And if it shatters us, we trust our shattering. And we trust that there is something in us that knows how to bring all the pieces back together in a new way that will be bigger and stronger and more creator and more loving and include more of who we are. What would it be like in this moment if you trusted everything inside you that cries out to be trusted? If you trusted those parts of you to take the chance on being who you are without strategy, without demand, without pressure or command, and just be.